Barry Segel, Vice President of Mr. Sid's. Hi, Barry.
Hey, Tara. Thanks for coming to see our new store in the Seaport. We opened in November, and so we're anxiously waiting for the weather to get nice here, but it's a very exciting area. There's so much going on, so many businesses, new people moving down here. So it's very exciting.
It is very exciting. So tell us a little bit about how Mr. Sid started. I know it was a family business and how it got to this point.
Our location in Newton has been in business 50 years. My grandfather was Sid, and he had a small tuxedo rental place that sold suits and some other things. And as Newton became more affluent, there was more of a demand for dress clothing for men. And my uncle at the time, who was working with my grandfather, had his eye on doing something bigger. And my dad was in New York, working in advertising, like one of the madmen. Didn't like New York, Boston boy, wanted to move back. And they started talking, and a space became available, and that's where Mr. Sid is today.
Well, were you always into fashion? Did you know that you were one day going to be Junior Mr. Sid?
I don't know. I mean, it took some learning, but along the way, I loved the store. I loved, growing up in that environment and going down into the tailor shop and seeing, something being made, and that was always exciting, and the customers. And then as I got older, I learned more about fashion and not only just fashion, but the craftsmanship that goes into the type of product that we carry at Mr. Sid. So.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit, because it's a higher end store, which I appreciate.
Yes.
How do you know what brands you want to bring in, or have they always been the same brands for years?
It's a little mix of both. We're always looking for what's fresh and what's new, but we have a good understanding of who our client is, and we kind of portray ourselves as classic European, so not traditional, but more classic, modern. So it's something, so we tend to lean more to the Italian side of clothing and brands. Yeah.
And so do you find that your clientele is becoming a younger demographic, or does it kind of stay the same?
I think we are seeing a younger client. We're not necessarily for the 20-year-old, because I think we are a little more classic, plus we're a little high-end in price point. But we're seeing that more established guy who wants to start looking well for his career, even just going out at night, wants to have a polished look. Someone who really cares about the way they look.
So what's your favorite brand in the store?
I tend to lean towards Castanja for my tailored sport jackets. I tend to like Page jeans these days. They're amazing amount of stretch in them, narrow bottoms. So. You're seeing stretch in a lot of menswear today. I mean, everything from suitings to jeans to shirts. One of my pet peeves is guys that wear, like, I call them Farmer Ted jeans. They're just so baggy, wide on the bottom, and like you said, when they see themselves in it, they're like, wow, they really do look good in this. So,
yeah. So my last question is, how do you feel when you're dressed your best?
I feel great. Presenting yourself in a certain way makes you more confident. I mean, I feel comfortable, but yet I feel like I look nice. So
you do.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming and having me part of this.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you guys should come to the Seaport, because it's awesome.